Hey guys, it's Andy with Reverb, and today I'm looking at a vintage pedal, which is something I've been wanting to do ever since I started with Reverb. Today it's the Boss BF-2 Flanger, and this is just one of my favorite low-budget analog flangers that you could still find all day on Reverb for under 150 bucks. The BF-2 has some tricks up its sleeve. Not only does it get that classic jet plane swoosh, but you could easily dial in some subtle chorus tones by using the manual knob, which I'll get into later. The one I'm playing today is from 1983, and it's one of those famous made in Japan models with its black label on the back and black knobs. Although from 1980 to 2001, they really didn't change this analog circuit much, aside from taking the production to Taiwan and changing an op amp every once in a while. The reason I chose the BF-2 to start off this vintage series is it has some personal history with me. It was my first flanger back in the early 90s when I first started playing with bands, and it was one that was really easy to dial in, despite me not knowing how to power it correctly. That's right, this is one of those early Boss pedals that require an ACA adapter, which runs at 12 volts, not 9. If you run them at 9, you'll notice a slightly darker tone with less headroom, much like a battery that doesn't have full juice. And most noticeable is a dim LED. The intro, I was getting that classic jet plane swoosh, and a key to that is really using a lot of resonance, or feedback as it's also called. And of course, to exaggerate that, I put the Suhr Mini Riot in front of it. So apart from getting that jet plane sound, which is a cool dramatic effect, I really like dialing it back a bit. You could even take the resonance all the way because a chorus doesn't have any feedback or resonance. Let's go over the manual control because this is largely misunderstood. It actually helps in dialing in those chorus tones because it adjusts the delay time. Now the delay time in a flanger can have a lot of different effects. It could change the pitch or the frequency that's being exaggerated or the wetness of the sound. Starting with the manual left, you'll get the most amount of delay time, which I think is about 13 milliseconds. And then I'll increase it so it'll get tighter and it'll just sound a little bit more airy and like a flanger. And by stopping the LFO by reducing the depth all the way, you get those filter matrix or comb filtering effects. Here's where you use the manual control to dial in the frequency. You can also get some faux Leslie tones by using a faster rate and just a little bit of resonance. Here the manual control and the depth are just fine-tuned to get the right amount of warble, but not so much out of tune or ray gun-like. Well, there's your look at the Boss BF-2 Flanger, a great analog pedal you could still find every day on Reverb for a really great price. Well, thanks for watching this vintage demo, and stay tuned for more. It sure was a lot of fun.